Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. It's complete on the right side. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That QB is lucky.
That blocking is dead, though. Like, let's get to it, yo.
The football, especially when you're throwing it down the middle of the field like that.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
I know I can do it better than dropping that.
This is a
Dot.
3rd and long. The aerial assault continues. Throws to the wideout.
What the what?
Hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Offense set on 1st down. Looking for room, it's Ncaa. He breaks a tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Vandergrift. He'll take a shot.
Ooh, good pick. Good pick.
Taking it the other way.
That was a good pick.
And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field.
He played both cleanly. I can't even be upset.
How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing a turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And they swarm him under.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5 or 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hits him in
Couldn't run with him. That's on me.
And
it's definitely on me.
Take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And what did I start for this?
Let him get behind me. It was over.
Getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yo.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Vandergrift. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Kentucky. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. Looking deep. He's got it on the right. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He wants to go deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it.
I tried to put it over his head. He threw it flat.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Release to the back. Good timing on the quick out. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This running back is a weapon, and not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the right. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! action, blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed. Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the old Ncaa, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will put total weather to crank us up. That is not the way you want to start, with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Vandergriff. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
This offense has a second down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for a man on second down. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, going up top.
Oh, I couldn't get over there. That's me. That's me. That's my fault.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Howard. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it
out of here.
inside the 30-yard line.
Good catch.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you can pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again.
Come here!
Backfield looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
First down for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after 1, we're scoreless.
A new set of downs after the completion. The give to the back.
Wow.
He's dropped behind the line
Well,
of scrimmage.
nowhere.
That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass. It's Vandergrift. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He finds a dead spot in the middle.
We drew up something right there. It was like low-key nasty.
With that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw.
Yo, what the fuck?
Intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate.
Yo, this man just overthrew him horribly for no reason. That's crazy.
Not all DBs make the play at the end.
He's wide open.
Down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. They'll ride the hot hand. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Ready.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. To the air, it's Howard.
Oh, I couldn't get there. What?
And he
Yo.
get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Right there. I think
He didn't let me put my hands up. They made me like,
back out a little
they
bit because
owing
the
me
throws
right
gotta
now.
At least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here in these 3rd downs.
Oh, he caught that too. That's tough. Hung on to that, man.
Immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah,
Dominating the middle, but my edge ain't doing shit.
Be consistent. Make that defense physically meet the challenge.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Unloads to the wideout. working that left side. He will step out of bounds,
That
but
was
not
nice.
before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for it all.
Shit.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Superstars are going to kill us today.
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going forward. We're going to put 6 on the board. Time ticking down. Maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half. An extra point away from a 7-point lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Ohio State 7,
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway.
You need to stop right here.
The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Howard. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Reels it in down the left side.
What the fuck?
Oh, look out. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Pass the ball. What the fuck?
Massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores and fast. Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcat.
You know you owe.
And once
They
he
must have
got
caught that
loose, it
last
was
one.
all over.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. Gonna take a shot.
I'm not going to keep going for that shit.
Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. That one comes out hot down the right side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over.
I thought at the key, I was like, fuck this.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it.
They fast. They are fast.
Game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short. If you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
They want to throw it. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Kentucky, number 5, with the grab and the
ready to try the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They march 72 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
Thank you.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return.
This ain't shit. These niggas ain't shit. Come here.